Hi everyone. Today we're going to see how to make a crucible. And as you know, there are going to be times where you're going to need lava. You still have to make your cobblestone generators, and it's going to require lava for that. So what we want to do is get ready to make that stuff. Let's look in our inventory and see just exactly what we're going to need. In order to make a crucible, we want to look at the recipe, of course. There's one here, and then there's one that's called an unfired crucible. We're going to have to take the unfired crucible because after we build it, we have to fire it. This is the recipe. As you can see, we need porcelain clay, unfired porcelain clay. And how do we make that? To get one of these little pieces of porcelain clay, we need a piece of regular clay and a piece of bone meal. Now you will recall that if you sieve dust, you can get some bone meal. We'll try that in a moment to be sure you know the process. And to get clay, you have to start with cobblestone, go down to gravel, then go to sand, then go to dust, and put the dust in a bucket of water, and that will make you some clay. Well, let's get started. We're going to go outside so that we can do all of this crushing that we need to do out on the pavement. So here we go, past our farm, and here we can come up here and then nothing will bother us while we do some crushing. We're going to start with putting some cobblestone on the ground, just like this, and we're going to take our hammer and we will crush that. And you can see, we've been through this before, but you can see that when you crush the cobblestone, then you get some gravel. And now we will put the gravel down on the ground and we will crush it. And you will see that we get sand when we do that. Now we will put the sand on the ground and we will crush that, and we are going to get dust. The reason we're doing this is so that we can put dust in our barrels of water and make clay. Let's go on over to our house again. And we have some buckets of water right here. So we're going to take some of this dust and once you put it in the water, it turns immediately into a block of clay. We'll do a few of these because we're going to need several different blocks. That should be enough clay for us. Now I can put the clay on the floor and again use my hammer, and you'll see that it's making those little clay balls that we're going to need in order to make our porcelain. Next, in order to make that porcelain clay, we've got all the clay that we need, but we're going to have some bone meal. You'll remember that if we take the dust and put it through a sieve, we might possibly get bone meal. Let's see after just sieving 4. Well, we got some. Okay, now we can begin. We'll go back to our crafting table and we're going to put the porcelain and the bone meal in there, and we're going to get porcelain clay. And our recipe said to put the clay in that position. There we have our unfired crucible. Now, before I even take this out, I need to tell you that you cannot put this on the ground. If you do, and you try to get it up, it will just disappear and you will start all over again. So watch very carefully before you start trying to put that on the ground. That has to be fired. We're taking this over to our furnace to fire it. So I have coal in there. Now I put my unfired crucible up there and it is going to become fired, and then we can put it down on the ground. There we go. The next thing is to find a place for it. I suggest that you put this outside just in case something happens and it begins to fall over. I have had my whole house set on fire before because of this crucible that was somehow the lava escaped it. It has to have a fire under it, so we're going to put a candle there. Then the crucible has to sit right on top of it. So in order to get that crucible to sit on top, we're going to attach it to this side, just like that. It's a little bit high for us to get into right now, so what we'll want to do is make a set of stairs. Going back to our crafting table, a set of stairs can be made just like this. It's just a diagonal line. You get 4 blocks of stairs. We can put our stairs right here where it's convenient for us. Whoops, we don't need 2 pair. And we can chop these pieces down. We won't need those any longer. And in order to make the lava, you want to put cobblestone in there. It takes 5 pieces. And it will take maybe 10 minutes for that to actually turn into lava. But if you look very carefully, you can see that it's already going down from the very top and it's getting lower and lower, which means that the bottom part is melting. So we'll wait for a moment and then we'll come back and look at it when the lava is there. So we've been waiting a while, and of course I've just been looking at my farm animals. I have quite a few chickens and quite a few cows, and if you look really far over there, you can see I've got a rooster even. Okay, but now let's check on the crucible and let's see how it's going. Do we have lava? Yes, we do. Now all we need to do is to capture it. You can take a bucket that I have in my inventory and simply right click, and now that lava is in the bucket, and there it is right there. Now I can take it back and put it in my chest, and I can use it whenever I need to, which will be very quickly because we still have to make a cobblestone generator and we will need the lava for that. So until we get started on that, I will bid you adieu. I hope you have fun playing, and I wish you good luck in building this crucible. Bye-bye.